So, die letzte Urteilserinnerung im Spiel.
We have been here. We were here all the yesterdays before. Do not close your ears to us here, please.
Alles klar. Ja, dann gingen immer so 10 Minuten. Ich lade noch mal rein. Lag es vielleicht daran, dass ich das unterste ausgewählt habe? Ich mit diesem obersten Ding reingehe. Und dann vielleicht irgendwas anderes.
We have been here. We were here.
Das haben wir schon mal gehört.
The shale rises to smother us. Keep them out. Keep us in. We feel no spark of the Tibaris Inachus in this place. We cannot see it through their eyes. We slumber here, alone.
Zeit geben, über uns selbst nachzudenken.
The eagle's flight, the lion's roar. They took it all away. The Kita ripped from their beds, rivers of blood. What was their crime? Now our memory is a wound reopened. They came suddenly. The stillness of night split by grinding steel. Not beast, not plant. How could we have sensed it? First, they blinded us. Shining eyes pierced the concealing dark. Then they burned. Smoke ensnared the moonlight. The Akita screamed. How could we fight what we did not understand? A sword slashing darkness. We saw a terrible design in the roaring flames. They had carved a path to the temple. We were their true prey. Burn the brush. The ashes feed the undergrowth. We persisted. We were everywhere. How could they cull the wind? How could they track the stars? Then they turned to what the Akita had made. They toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze.
Bücherfabriken, Kunst zerstören oder fängt zu machen.
A mouth silenced. A record of time rendered in ruins. The Akita howled. They died. We cried out, sundered soul by soul. We broke the earth, called down the storm, flung lightning from our hands. But they marched on. We grew tired. In fury, we exposed ourselves. Our flailing smothered the cries. Were they theirs? Ours? The needle struck. They raised machines. We tried to tear down the garden's walls. Then, nothing. We floated in a great glass eye. The fog closed in on us. We reached out, but the machines held us in. We could not feel the new day's sun play in the shifting tide. The cities crumbled. We could not save them. We could not save ourselves. Yet they did. A light snuffed out. We watched helplessly for aeons. Until you. We are the lamp, the bonfire, forces to be controlled. The wound numbs now. We watch as the river of time expands. In the silence of our prison we find clarity. How many voices lost? How many saplings have we cut down? We sink into the endless night. Perhaps we should be here. Fish swims in circles. We are not sure we understand. We feel the hatchets in our bark. Our scars no longer pain.
No.
Soil stirs. We have a new memory of this place. You opened the final lock, entered the hidden glade. You listened. You stand at a cliff now. We watch your footsteps carefully. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Partei. Gesundheit regeneriert sich ständig, wenn sie unter 50% liegt. Okay, das Weg.
Protect the envoy.
Das sind ja gottähnliche Fähigkeiten. Den genauso viel wie an den Gegner nach. Wie viele Tage sind es noch? Bis was? Also das hier müsste quasi die letzte Mission mehr oder weniger sein. Ich bin ja jetzt im Garten, wo dieser Gott eigentlich schwer ist. Ich habe auch von der Welle schon einiges gemacht. Das Mana wieder durch. Den Bär haben wir gekillt. Hier oben lebt er ein bisschen mehr und jetzt hier auf den Keks. Wahrscheinlich, weil ich gerade im Angriff bin. So, der jetzt hier auch ein bisschen Leben. Der Typ 92 war ich auch nicht keine Schlürfen, scheiße. So viel Schaden auf der nicht einfach dran bleiben. ich auch wenigstens noch ein paar von meinen 384 Lebensmitteln snacken, die ich bei habe.
Herzlich, well done.
Gut, da war ich doch schon mal die uralte Erinnerung. Macfolk. Hier hinten. Gut. Was war schon einmal? Ne. Ist quasi die Last Mission, so. Der letzte oder allerletzte Bereich. Das ist der Garten. Wo hier, denke ich mal, ist diese Gottheit gefangen, die so die Hauptfigur quasi ist. Lass mich hier ein paar Sachen auseinandernehmen. Außergewöhnlich ist gar nicht so krass. Gewöhnlich ist noch deutlich schlechter. Kann man erstmal wieder ein bisschen Platz im Inventar. Da hoch soll ich. Der Jump war beinahe zu kurz. Okay. Kiste. Drachenhaut und so. Jetzt goldene Truhe. Stiefes Wildnis. Jo, da hoch. Bisschen mitnehmen. Ich gehe mal den Weg, der mir am Anfang vorgeschrieben wurde. Okay. Das ist wahrscheinlich kein Gut, wenn ich da überspringe. Okay, hier bin ich runtergegangen. Ich habe die Möglichkeit, hier rechts weiterzugehen. Vorrangiges Schwert. Skelett gegen einen Macfolk. Schon Ungerechtigkeit. Komm. Dann war da mal die Fähigkeit drauf. Das hilft uns Barriere. Feuer nochmal. Geschosse. 90 Essenz-Tränke können wir nochmal den Bären rufen. So, immer noch eine Barriere. Ja, so ein Macfolk ist eigentlich nicht das Ding. Da geht's hoch. Sie wird mir angezeigt.
Familiar?
Okay, die letzte Erinnerung
Let's go
von meinem
inside.
Teammates. Yatzlis.
This is the library from my dreams. This looks like the Akita building. This yes. Clearly, they wanted their story preserved. No matter. I wonder who she was. She looks bad and familiar.
Hat Yatzli quatschen?
Garlowain's gonads. Envoy? I never told you this, but I've dreamed of this place every night for most of my life. This is a godless library. An actual, real-life godless library. It's why I study the godless, because this place has haunted me since I was a child. And that's the chair. It's the picture of coziness. Must you always default to military tactics? Finally, you've arrived. Ah, there it spells. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. You must be the librarian from my dreams. Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Oh, though, you do look quite familiar.
The resemblance is uncanny.
It has been quite some time. Too many years to number. Of course. You are an ancestor? A very fashionable one at that. No, child. We are the keeper of these tablets. Or have you already forgotten? Oh, of course. I was you in a past life. Oh, I'm such a fool. You lived with animancers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past lives never entered your mind.
Few can bear the mental and spiritual strain of an awakening. As often as not, it leads to madness.
Oh, darling, you know how I get around all the metaphysical talk.
That's why I'm here, remember?
I was the last of the Akita. Once the attack started, a few of us were charged with preserving as much of our history as we could. So we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? You must mean the Magfolk attacks. Yes, we've heard. Is that the reason for the bodies outside? Yes. Your monstrous gods, who bought their divinity with blood and the souls of their faithful. They tried to butcher every last one of us. Yes. There was little else I could do. I'm a scholar, not a fighter. A lesson I'm glad you learned. But how did the Magfolk reach you in here? They didn't. Between the screams of my kin being slaughtered and the screeching of the Magfolk, I couldn't breathe. That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I recognized it when we killed that Magfolk. Once it was gone, there was nothing left. And perversely, I found the quiet worse. So I decided on another way. One that wouldn't give your gods the satisfaction. Poison? Well, at least you washed it down with some good wine. It really speaks to her dedication. Our dedication. Yatzli, you know what you must do now. I abandoned my duty to protect our history. But you... Someone must tell the story of the Akita. And there is no one else. I'm already an expert. What more do you want me to do? Oh, think about it, Yatzli. You have been training to be the new protector of this collection since childhood. I couldn't ask for a better successor. But that was your duty. I have my own dreams. Yatzli, if you do not become the new librarian, there will be no other. The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, and my people, our people, will be forgotten. Just as the burned queen wanted all along, when she sent her magfolk to choke the life from us. This is all too much. What do you think, Envoy? That apprenticeship is more than I could have ever asked for. I don't know. That's hard to ignore. A chosen of Sapadal, yet you do not stand with your people. How disappointing. Our time is at an end, Yatsley. It's time for me to go. Wait! I've not even asked you any questions! Tell me about your marriage rights. Oh, did you mean for all your buildings to look so phallic? Unfortunately, my time is at an end.
Sie interessiert sich wieder nur dafür.
You must keep Yatsley alive. She is the last hope of the Akita. So this is goodbye. I wish we could have... No. I wish that all of you had a better ending. She's gone. Forgive me, Envoy, but we should get going. We can talk back in camp. Later.
Sitzen alle in einem Boot. Moment im Garten abgeschlossen. Nice. Noch eine Trophäe zum Ende mitgenommen. Rüber. Rüber. Ich würde mal Inventar, Ringe und was sprechen und durchlaufen. Oh, okay. Ich habe mich einfach so oder so nichts getroffen. Stark. Standardfürst. Alle Gruppenlager im Land der Lebenden aufgedeckt. Es ist wirklich der letzte Bereich. Aber ich sollte doch noch mal kurz hier das Gruppenlager richten. Stau noch mal ein paar Sachen nicht bei ab.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to...
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, dear.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious, excited.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. Getting to see that vision of Tama did me good. Like, I finally let go of something I'd been holding too long. Now that we're here, I'm eager to see this through. Nothing worse than holding your breath and waiting. Same. I'd rather have good company in a prison than paradise alone.
I had a feeling you might ask me that. I'm not sure I've really worked through what I've seen here, but I am grateful for the chance to see Yonko again. I feel like we're almost done with all of this, but we are in the weirdest place in the world, so who knows? I'm completely baffled. But when haven't I been lately? Being afraid doesn't even feel scary anymore.
I think so. The garden is so much more than I expected. Full of contradictions. Wild, yet serene. Truthfully, I didn't come all this way searching for my own answers. But I found them. Or perhaps they found me. And now, it's like there's a new path laid out before me. A life after the Dream Scourge. We're close to something. A threshold between calm and crisis. Conflict and peace. Life and death. So am I. None of us could have gotten this far on our own.
Well, I won't lie to you, Envoy. A lot's happened. It's not every day that you learn that you're the last hope to carry on a legacy, but... well, here we are. Never literally talked to myself before either. I think I annoyed her. Me? Oh, I think I need another drink. But here we are. I just need a moment to take it all in. We all could. But I don't think... and I wouldn't worry. Our little group here is perfectly frightening. And I'm sure our enemies will be fine. I can't speak for anyone else, though.
You've listened to all of us. How about you? You've been through a lot since you arrived. You've been shipwrecked and assassinated, harangued by gods, bureaucrats, and a death guard. You've had your soul poked, your loyalties questioned, and your sleep regularly interrupted by a god with no respect for privacy. And yet you've kept yourself and all of us together. How are you really doing?
Introspection cannot be rushed. It takes time and often silence.
Oh, for sure. You've survived this long. You'll get us where we need to go. Right. Put that sentiment away before you hurt somebody.
Well, no matter what happens, we've already survived more of the living lands than anyone else.
We've already gone farther than Nandru ever did. Whew. I can't wait to see what my statue looks like.
When we first met, I didn't think you'd last long. But then I saw how you handled that dream thrall there. Shook off your own death like a bad cold. And then you confronted your own killer and let him go. It takes a special kind of strength to stay your hand in a moment like that.
I didn't know much about you at that point. You were traveling with Kai and you died, which I thought made a lot of sense.
I remember your calm, how you listened to my shouting match with the governor and actually heard me. And when they burned my home, you gave me another one. A sanctuary where I could be myself. I'll never forget that.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those sporlings. You got my priceless face. What more could a girl ask for?
And now look at you. Look at us. How far we've come in a short time. Quite a lot, as it turns out. But the journey is worth it.
Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. Fjord, Thirdborn, Solace. If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living lands suddenly at peace.
Just this once. Could we forget about the rest of the living lands? Some of us could use a break.
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
Right. We could all use some beauty rest. We'll want to look our best on the battlefield, won't we?
Before we turn in for the night, I'd like a word in private. Nothing serious, just...
Sleep well. Tomorrow we finish this together.
All this time, I thought my parents died in a freak accident. An experiment gone awry. A mistake. And in a way, they did. But it wasn't their mistake. It was Sabadal's. Generous? Perhaps. Until I knew the whole story, there was never anyone to blame. This whole experience has me considering my family's work in a different light. Look at what my mother accomplished. Armed with her research and her wits, she found a god. When you speak to a god, it's nothing. Barely a reflex. But for the rest of us, it's unimaginable. No Animancer can live up to that. Certainly not me. I thought their legacy was a curse, and I could only break it by completing their work. I was wrong. Of course I can. But now, I can do them for the right reasons. One thing is certain. When it comes to animancy, I need to unlearn some of my old assumptions. I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands. Now, there's so much about it I don't understand. And it's creepy, but wonderful. They probably won't even notice me. But stranger things have happened. I believe the power flowing out of the garden drove this island mad. That has to end. Through animancy, we could help the living lands recover. It would take a lifetime, maybe more. But that's a small price to pay. Then again, who am I to interfere with an ecosystem that I barely... On the other hand, half the fun of animancy is stirring the pot and getting into trouble. I think I know what I want, but there are too many variables to consider. What do you think?
Was denke ich denn?
Of course you trust me. I'm brilliant. But we've been together long enough that I value your opinion. You think so? It's modest work, but someone has to do it. Besides, it's not like I'm squeamish around blood and guts. Elia taught me how to mend broken bones and reattach severed limbs. She said I was a natural.
So nice.
Maybe you're right. For someone who's taken a lot of head wounds, you're holding together surprisingly well. So be it. Once all of this is over, you can find me in Paradise. Just follow the smell of bandages and bodily fluids.
Darling, phrasing? The envoy looks a little green around the gills.
I can't wait for someone to get sick or injured or dismembered. Then I can make them better than ever.
Stark.
You helped me through a very difficult time. I just wanted to say thank you.
We'll need to improve your bedside manner a bit, dearie, but I'm proud of you.
Werkbank. Anderes Vergehen. Den lebenden Stahlbrocken brauche ich. Guck mal. Der Stahlbrocken, ja. Das oberste. Fuck. Habe ich nicht genug für. Dann halt nochmal Baum des Lebens aufwerten. Nochmal. Das Holzast. Kriege ich mit der Rüstung rein.
Hey, Giada.
Perfekt.
How are you holding up?
Letztes Tageslicht. Schönes Tone, ein Zauberbuch. Alter Eifer kann rein, Relikt des Käfers. Das halte ich bei mir. Und des Ratsmitglieds rein. Verursachte Frostschaden wird erhöht. Das ist tatsächlich immer noch mit am geilsten. Das ist hier Gewandtheit. Das war noch eine Gewandtheit. Geschicklichkeit, glaube ich, Angriffsgeschwindigkeit und Aktionsgeschwindigkeit.
Plan.
Komm, für den letzten Fight mehr Angriffsgeschwindigkeit und so. Kann nicht schaden. Wobei ich sagen muss, 60 maximale Gesundheit ist schon dolle. Komm. Das. Okay.
Well, I've seen things not intended for mortal eyes.
Den Wasserpadal finden. Ja, den beiden zusammen mache ich das. Ich spreche
A
zu
breath held. Trepidation. You are close, yet distant still. Your soul is small. The essence, we feel the pressure. Darkness.
Abgesteckt
Yet we wonder. We did not foresee this. You have defied our expectations at every turn. Perhaps we should not have been. The sky is green. The fish breathes air. We can no longer imagine. No, we must recall, plumb the depths of our... We would run, roll with the tide, sink our whisper in the fields, lift the hills gently in our hands. We did once. New sweet peas bloom in the grove. Vengeance denied, squandered. This cannot be. We spoke of growth. We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps around our throat. Wake now. Find us.
Dahin muss Zapadal sein, also speichern. Folkgebet. Zivilisiert laufen Stufen. Komplex.
Safe to assume that the large glowing door is part of Sapadal's prison. Now, we just have to get past it.
Sapadal's prison,
Ich kann noch mal Sachen verbessern. Komm, Schaden. Und hier Lebensgeschichten habe ich auf 3. Hier, ich glaub, die wichtigsten Sachen habe ich. Das könnte ich an sich machen. Sagst du, steht mit einem Bogen oder einer Waffe? Ist jetzt die Frage, ob das halt wirklich nur auf Fernkampfwaffen dann bezogen ist oder wirklich auf alle. Komm, verbessern den Bären. Der Bär ist cool. Sache ist, es gibt halt auch einen Erfolg für erreiche die Maximalstufe. Ich frage mich, was die Maximalstufe ist. Ja, wahrscheinlich so 30 oder so. Die untersten Spielchen war ich einfach auf Stufe 16. Das ist so eine Hauptmission, bei der 20, 25.
Time to shut it down forever.
Tisch, auf dem mal nichts drauf liegt. Ja, wie lange es gedauert hat, bis er gerade umgefallen ist. Eine Granate.
Charge it. Goes a long way.
Unberührtes. Getrennter Neckvogarm.
Careful with that thing.
Seems like we've drawn a crowd.
Look out!
Okay.
Looks like the gate's open. Well, what are we waiting for?
Nochmal sicherheitshalber abspeichern. Man weiß ja nie, wenn wir gleich vor uns den MacFolks kommen. Vielleicht bin ich dann am Arsch. Oh, shit. Das war MacFolks und nur auf eine andere Viecher. Ist das One-Shotted? Nein. Jetzt wird man auf Feuer. Vorher noch Blödsinn. Ich komme hier so einen Trank. Seinen komischen Müllbereich. Vorher hat er noch das. Sie hat alles genutzt. Third-Person spielt. Nicht schlecht, aber First-Person sieht schon irgendwie tatsächlich einfach deutlich cooler aus. Noch ein abgetrennter Arm von dem Vieh. Der hier hat auch noch einen. Wahrscheinlich braucht man die halt, um weiterzukommen. Wollten wir wahrscheinlich sicherstellen, damit das nicht einfach an einem vorbei rennst. So, Rübe. So einen Trank reinhauen. Nochmal speichern. Den abgetrennt da rein. Den hier. Sollte das Gefängnis wie möglich so aufgelöst sein. Ultimative Aderblock. sehr eng gespielt wahrscheinlich.
You have come at last, after so long. You are so small. We questioned if you were real. Then steps, a voice. Through armies and corrupted soil, you persevered. Now, you are here. The rot, we feel it festering and spreading. What is it but an extension of our pain? Your dream scourge will end when our suffering does. We were innocent once. We woke, and we wanted nothing but connection. But the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in this place. But you are here now. You found us, a sprout in the endless winter. There is little time. We would be freed from these bonds. The Strangler is close now. We feel her wire against our flesh. She begs for our blood. Her wolves defile the city on the shore. Blood on the tile. The people's cries ring in our ears. She pierces us now. Now, we will not brook this. Not again. A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. Time flows into itself. You can reach her. Will the garden to open, it will take you there. You will not. Center your thoughts. The path will bend to your intent. We were everything. What have we lost? What multitudes could we contain? We could run, leap in the water, flourish in forgotten hills. We want nothing more than that. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now, a chance to regrow. We trust you. You who have been by our side for so long. You met death, and you offered your hand. You taught us mercy. Always mercy. We saw how you would fight for those who could not. Give us peace. We want a chance to change. We deserve that opportunity. Do you think we have learned nothing from you? We deserve more than this prison. Let us have a chance to rest. We want peace.
Doch, ich befreie sie.
Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear? Yes, we long for this too. The time has come for you to act. End our pain, and the dream scourge will cease. Give us peace. It is all we have wanted for so long.
Obwohl, sie hat immer von geredet, dass eine Sache endet, eine neue beginnt. Sie will Frieden, für sie ist der Tod nicht der Tod, sondern irgendwie Ruhe und der Beginn von was Neuem.
Perhaps. What if the bear spirit came to inhabit another's flesh? Unity, emergence, we would become one. Yes. You would never be desolate again. You would never wonder about your place in this world.
Verschmelzung.
You would not question if you were loved, and no one would dare question your right to live. And we would never be alone. We would be entwined with your heart. Breathe. Do not fight us. Allow us in. Let us stretch our roots into you. Heart, spirit, lung, mind. You are ours now, and we
Okay, sie wird doch böse.
are never letting you go.
Fesseln macht von den Zapata, um alle Gegner in der Nähe in die Luft zu heben und sie zu Boden zu steuern. Damn, kranke Fähigkeit, aber.
Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
That must have taken an incredible power. Beyond all mortal and...
Looks like the war already started. And the giant roots are...
Marius, vines don't usually...
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks.
For once, I wish I wasn't. Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time? Assuming there's
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that...
Look at this place. It feels like we're still in the dream.
A dream without end.
Hey, you're looking a little green around the gills. You all right? You seem different.
We are home.
Have you ever known them to act normally? Anyway, better gird your loins, envoy, because it looks like trouble's brewing. Those are more your people's ships in the harbor, and steel garrote banners past the barricade.
Even Raingrim is here. Perhaps we'll get to see an art.
I think I see Elia as well. What a...
The Blessed Day Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
Always better than the rev.
The Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time.
Before we go, what happened back? You did what? What in Andra Steps does that mean?
I'm not sure.
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. I only hope we can say the same. Time will tell, I suppose.
After all this time, they're free. And
We've cured the land, and we've even freed a caged god. All in all.
then we had better keep Sapadal calm, starting with the sea.
They march on still. We run, but we are not yet.
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening.
Yes, let us be part of...
Sansa, how did you make it out here?
Snow?
Sprich mit den Anführern.
Envoy? Mihala told us you went into some place called the Guard.
When you didn't return, we took you for dead.
What did you see there? The god you felt in Makutade?
The origin of the Dream Scourge? It was the
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom. It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened? Well, you might not believe me, but I didn't want any of...
Yes, you said that. Are we supposed to just take you at...
It was Ludwine who called for the... She and her steel garrote laid siege to the city.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking. Just to be
Well, she's seen better days, but you wouldn't know it, judging by...
Ludwine's plowed through the militia like a knife through war.
All right, let's keep the simile.
Oh, cheer up. You wouldn't be the first. So long as her passion for Wodica lives, so too will her spirit.
Then we destroy her faith, and the rest of her will... I have a theory about this. Let's talk at camp if you want to hear it.
Oh, good.
It is not, I think... You can't be serious. You'd stand with the steel...
No. Don't tell me you're bending the knee to the ones...
Don't do this. I followed you to the ends of... But I won't follow you here.
No. If you do this, you better say goodbye, Envoy. I won't help you sell out my home.
I thought you were smarter.
The wardens would sooner die than Needle be...
The living lands will not suffer a zealot's rule. And thirdborn...
How many
Ja,
lives
ich habe
are you
außerdem
willing
das
to
Falsche
forfeit for this
ausgewählt. Kommt doch
benighted
klar.
path to power?
No one will stand with you if you do this thing. What in Remagon's eight blasted... Excellent. Now, Ludwine has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. He will... What will his representatives find when they arrive? A new... Before you face Ludwine, you should know what you're fighting for. But whatever you decide, understand, the days of the frontier are done. Adio.
I know.
You have seen more of this land and met more of its people than any of us. You were empowered by the Emperor himself to investigate an impossible problem. And as far as we know, you are the last godlike in the world. And in our dealings together, I found you to be a person of substance. But mostly, it's because you're a Diran, so I trust you. And these fine people here are going to do whatever they like. Well, don't leave me.
Yes, this.
Oh, gods have mercy.
Sorlus and her wardens stand vigil with the...
By grit and steel.
Fjord and her animancers stand with the living lands.
Fighting a battle together is easy. I just hope everyone's willing to stick it out.
God, they made the right decision for once.
Finally, some
On your head be the consequence. That leaves the matter of Ludwine and the Steel Garrote. You must kill her, or we will...
The living lands will never be free until we break the chain around our necks.
She better say her goodbyes while...
I'm proud to fight at your side, Envoy.
Let's get to work then. We've got a walking corpse to bear.
The Paradise Militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future waits for you.
Thank you for deserving it. Now, go and...
Show them that the living lands will not be broken across Vodek.
We will send reinforcements to help you reclaim the Eastern Gate. From there, may all the gods of Eora and the living...
Let's take back the city together. Show the Steel Garrote how the living lands takes...
Let's go free us.
Okay. Gehen wir mal die Stadt zurückerobern. Lass mich durch.
Someone's eager to meet us.
That's done? Who's hungry?
Stop right there. You shouldn't be here.
Ja, jetzt solltest du dich alle durchgehen.
Never had a chance.
Diesmal kann ich mir so wirklich oder? Ah, Kai ist noch da auf jeden Fall. Ich kann seine Fähigkeiten aber nicht nutzen. Am Ende kämpfen wir doch nochmal alle zusammen. Hier, Pimmelberger.
Let's finish.
To the wheel. What?
Nazi. Hier oben. Ich denke, wer ist? Ja, genau so. Gut, hier uns einen kleinen unwichtigen Typen zu looten. Macht auch so semi-Sinn. Wir reinigen einfach die Stadt. Das sind ja die Bries, die so einen Meter machen.
You should be here. Und die Mates sind eigentlich gar nicht so weak, aber bis sie die halt killen, dauert trotzdem 8 Jahre gefühlt. So, hier habe ich auch noch eine Fähigkeit mehr jetzt. Der verlängert die Dauer um 15 Sekunden, komm. Hier hätte ich auch hochgehen können, okay. Was geht hier? Was wird Zauberer? Weniger. 2 weniger. 1 weniger. Wie viel macht sie denn denn so? Super viel, warum ist ultra wenig? 60 Weltrechte. Ich kann damit auch einfach mal ein bisschen großzügiger umgehen. Die chillt halt einfach mal. Dann Micro ein riesiger. So gut, wenn es mal kommt. Mal den Nachkämpfer aufgeladen
Schießen ist Vorhut. Hier durch.
Wodeca demands your submission. Stand against her and fall.
Let's pay Ludwig one final visit, shall we? Let's make sure she stays dead this time, all right, dear?
So, but you're not. Oh, Anvo. We have tell her.
You did what?
Your envoy has made themselves an abomination, a threat to the very foundation. Say your goodbyes while you can. Your
There will never be another you again, envoy.
Wyatt, this is what we wanted. This is what I wanted. I will never be alone again. You can't even speak to comfort your friends, can you? You poor fool. You had a life of your own. Beloved, from the moment of your birth, now, leave my land in peace, and... You know I can't do that. You are a parasite. One that will destroy Adir, and perhaps all the world. Farewell.
There's no coming back this time. Prepare your...
You won't be missed.
You can't hope to win, Parrot. I'll put you down. I am every seed in the soil. I will always win.
Okay, drückt Damage auf jeden Fall. Ich will die Fähigkeit aber mal sehen. Was für unzureichende Essenz? Wie viel zieht es denn? Oder wie viel braucht es, besser gesagt? Okay, das gibt schon einiges. Kampfphase. Jetzt hier noch eine Zauberphase gehabt. Ich kann mir vorstellen, wahrscheinlich auf irgendwie sehr schwer. Ich würde einen wahrscheinlich eine so ein Ding fast killen. Ich würde. Bitte. Ja, das sind jetzt zu schwer zu merken, Folks. Folks und die Bitch. so, weil sie gar nicht haben. Also, sind wir schon halb down. Okay, man muss lösen. Immer wieder. Ich das schon wieder. Setze noch rein. Wahrscheinlich heilt sie das, die wegzumachen und die Hälfte nochmal. Da. Also der Endkampf. Geht noch mal einiges ab.
Wherever Ludwig is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done. But we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Gods, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Dead now. The roots will have her, and we will have you. Nothing will separate us forever.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The Dream Scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. Thanks to you, the Living Lands has escaped Adiran oppression. The free settlements unite under a common banner and begin the fraught process of negotiating new traditions and values. The Empire withdraws. The frontier remains wild, but not for long. Fugitives no more. The rebels of Paradise return to their home and to other free settlements, bringing their skills and secrets wherever needed. For once, they have a future. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. The ashes of Fior Messiverno continue to smolder. Scavengers avoid the ruins, fearful of spirits unleashed by animancy gone awry. The once promising city is nothing but a cautionary tale. For the people of Shatterscarp, independence is bittersweet. Those who cannot withstand the grief inflicted by Ringgrim's spell leave the settlements, vanishing into the wilderness. Those who remain find themselves forced to cooperate with others, often begrudgingly. With so many dead, the need to stave off hunger outweighs any distaste for certain trading partners. Solace Keep clings to its long-held isolation at first. But after mourning her friend Kostya, Mihala reluctantly deigns to open the doors of the fortress. Some dwarves greet newcomers with glee. Others still mutter darkly about outsiders. Mihala flounders in her earliest negotiations with the rest of the living lands, but slowly learns compromise. She develops a taste for Valian sweets. For the first time in many years, Kai feels an agreeable restlessness. Not to flee, not to drift, but to venture. He visits the distant shores Tama told him about, and savors the modern marvels, ancient wonders, and breathtaking expanses he beholds. His heart swells, not with grief, but with awe. There is so much to discover, and he will spend his years chasing all of the joy and beauty the world has to offer him. With his travels alongside the envoy complete, Marius is left directionless once again. Rather than disappearing into his cups, however, Marius leans on his time among his companions to give him the strength to re-enter society and find comfort in civilization. He establishes a route between Paradise and Thirdborn, guiding travelers between the two in return for money and supplies. And while he has a reputation for being aloof, he joins the campfires from time to time, sharing stories of his time with the envoy that most travelers believe are completely made up. Giada is an effective, if chaotic, healer. She has some disturbing ideas about how to knit flesh together and retrieve her patients from the brink of death, but the results are promising. Giada's old life is behind her. It is a time of new beginnings. Liviana's clinic transforms into the center of healing in the living lands, for both the body and the soul. No longer under the threat of imminent death, Yardsley returns to the Animancers. Reunited with her beloved Quilici, she helps him and the Animancers as they put their lives together after the attack on Fior Messiverno. Eventually, she even has something nice to say to Vidaro. As the days pass in contentment and relative peace, Yardsley is struck by the persistent feeling that something is missing. Though she still devotes herself to her studies of both the arcane and the godless, the restlessness never goes away.
You will fight us for a long time, but you will lose. Our roots burrow through the walls of your muscles and the halls of your heart, tenderly through organs and bones. Every day, they spread further and deeper. Soon, you'll understand how much we love you, how much we need you. You will not remember why you fought, not for long. You will only know the root and the water and the crow and the joy of the wolves as the pack digs their teeth deep into the belly of the fawn. We will be together forever. We will never let you go.
The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.
Stark. Auch selten, dass man die Geschwindigkeit so krass erhöhen kann. Ja, ich sag mal, wenn es die Option gibt, trotzdem einmal durchlaufen lassen, Vielleicht gibt es dafür auch irgendwie eine Trophäe. Das ist ja bei manchen Spielen so. Ich weiß gar nicht, war das nicht auch bei Skyrim oder so, wenn wir die kompletten Credits angucken. Krass. Ich hätte, bevor ich mit Dings gesprochen habe, ich mal speichern sollen, mal gucken sollen, was so diese anderen Möglichkeiten gewesen wären. Ist ja alles schon Stufe 28. Das hier ist vorher. Das hier glaube ich auch heißt, wenn ich irgendwann mal nochmal Bock habe. Was ab hier gibt es kein Zurück mehr. Das ist quasi krass. Also wenn ich Spiel lade, so dieses ab hier gibt es kein Zurück mehr. Anscheinend sind da immer die Punkte, an denen man die wichtigen Entscheidungen getroffen hat, die über den Verlauf des Spiels entscheiden quasi. Krass. Naja, einen Run durchgemacht. Geiles Game, kann ich nichts gegen sagen. An der Stelle danke fürs Zusehen. Falls sich irgendwer mal die ganze Avowed-Reihe geben sollte. Ich weiß gar nicht, alles in allem waren es jetzt 40 Stunden, bisschen mehr, 42, wahrscheinlich 43, wenn man alles bei Ende alles noch mitnimmt. Also, vorher 42, kommt schon hin. Aber gut, vielen Dank fürs Zusehen und bis zum nächsten Game. Ciao, ciao.